After the Trump victory, Democrats are losing their shit again. They're calling these people blue Anon, and you're about to see why.
Kamala Harris won the election. They wanted to see, they knew all along, they wanted to see how far Donald Trump would take it.
He didn't win. The moment they tried to say the 2020 election was stolen was the same moment when they made plans to steal one.
His team made it look like he won, and they cooked the numbers. But then he's like, no, make me look like I won the popular vote too. Because he's a narcissist. So he wants to make it look like it was a total blowout.
I believe he didn't win. I'm so tired of everybody, even myself, pulling it back and saying, I don't want to sound like a conspiracy
No,
theorist.
y'all just sound insane.
This is not me taking up for Kamala, but y'all see how all this stuff coming out, you know what I'm saying, about Dave, you know what I'm saying, a recount, all this other shit. The way she walked off that stage.
Her walk-off, I know that walk-off.
Did you see it?
Did y'all see how she marched off that stage? Did she march off that stage like she was defeated?
Now, I don't pretend to know a lot, but I was raised with a black mother. Yeah, black aunties, black cousins, black grandmothers.
The way she walked off the stage, and if anybody has been around black women, anybody who's been around black mamas, has black grandmas, or have been around very strong women.
You in that room until you die, nigga.
I know a black woman's walk. I do. And that was not the walk of a black woman leaving in defeat. Now, come here. Let me tell you what sold it for me. This arm, this one right here.
A whole theory based on literally 0.7 seconds.
When she had her concession speech, it felt like we weren't done yet. Like, we still have some fight, but we're gonna fight silently.
That's right, just stay quiet.
Have you noticed the arm? She walked off with the arm. Guys, we know what that arm means.
No, we don't.
We know what the arm is. Like you can go out with the boys if you want to.
Like, I just feel like she knows something is up. That's just what I feel.
Her language, the way she conceded, is not right. That's not when we fight, we win.
Only when it is dark enough can you see the stars.
Mufasa, is that you?
Okay, so what if the Democratic Party finally got smart?
Nope.
And the reason that they had Kamala on as their VP is because she's a prosecutor. And because the whole last 4 years have been about setting up DJT.
She is a prosecutor. So you've seen enough movies and TV shows. Prosecutors are not going to show their hand. Not even a little bit, especially the good ones.
Especially the good one. These people lost their damn mind.
I legitimately think that we are witnessing the biggest sting in American history.
If you know anything about the feds, they wait until they set a trap or they set something up to where it's like, okay, we're going to watch and see what they do and see if they do it. And if they do it, we got them.
It's not over till it's over, folks.
What if she was working and it was just highly classified?
Reaching.
Highly classified work, a prosecutor of transnational organizations.
Did you just say trans?
This would be the biggest case, her biggest case ever, on top of potentially getting into that office as well.
She told us she knows how to handle men like Donnie.
Now, Kamala also said that she has prosecuted transnational crime organizations. She knows how these criminals think. She knows how they think.
What if they've been playing the ultra long game, letting him fuck himself over and over and over again because they knew he would, because that's who he is.
Not only is she a very skilled attorney, a very skillful attorney, her husband is also a skillful attorney as well. And she's also surrounded by other brilliant attorneys as well.
If you guys think that the top prosecutor in the state of California, top prosecutor in the city of San Francisco, a U.S. senator representing the state of California.
You're telling me that the activist since her teens, the lawyer, the prosecutor, the attorney general, the currently sitting vice president, worked in all three branches of government, is going to just concede easily and not go down without a fight.
And somehow something tells me that whatever happened on the election was their cue that, yep, this is the next thing. Now we got to be careful.
We have a secret language now, okay? And she's leaving us Easter eggs in our secret language.
Is secret language in the room with us?
A lot of people are picking up on very subtle signs, mainly from Kamala Harris.
Oh, Kamala Harris is not done. She is, in fact, actually leaving Taylor Swift-esque Easter eggs, and I'm absolutely living for it.
Nothing is on accident in this photo. Number one, she's laughing. That laugh, I just can't get past that laugh.
Yeah, you and me both.
I think this is on purpose.
So you know how she raised historic numbers, it was over $1 billion, and the money that was left over
Oh, the money that was left over, you
has been
say?
deposited into the Harris Victory Fund. That's an Easter egg.
Wrong.
Number two, she's wearing, what is she wearing? She is signaling her HBCU family here.
These are the type of women that after a guy dumped them, 3 years later, they're still on his social media stalking and looking for clues.
Hey, we gonna be all right, okay?
And it's real clear that Barbie land is happening.
I'm just gonna give her and her team the props to put her hair up. Put her hair up because she is doing the work behind the scenes and she doesn't have to have, the full press going, all the things. She was like, I'm rolling up my sleeves, I'm putting my hair up. And she put out the picture with her hair in a bun.
She put her hair in a bun because she's about to do a job? Got it.
She didn't put out the professional picture that she probably always would with a campaign photo or anything like that, where she was just full out that way. No.
Donald Trump and Joe Biden, potentially Kamala Harris, are set to meet this week to talk about transfer of power. And I don't really think it's about that.
I don't think. What is that? That's ghetto. I don't think.
I think it's interesting. I'm going to put another number 6, that they're on the ground. She was always talking about our future.
Maybe she means she wanted to bring America to the ground in her future.
And she's not about talking down to people. She is getting on the level with these kids because they're her family, right? But it is like what we do as parents.
And I believe that we are going to hear some breaking news. They want to tell the American people with facts, and they want to hit us with what they have.
This picture is on her story, and then it's followed by this picture. It's zoomed in, and the only thing that I can discern from not feeling like I'm clowning too much like a freaking Easter egg for Taylor Swift is that maybe the yellow represents the Democrats and the red represents Republicans in this election tally.
The real thing in question is why did people who could have voted bow out?
Because they never existed or they were dead.
And maybe she thinks she won 1, 2, 3, 4 of the swing states, and there's 1, 2, 3 in red. Maybe she thinks that maybe Donald Trump won those 3, because that would add up to 7, and there are 7 swing states.
And that's why all of us are thinking, well, the math isn't mathing. Something's not right.
I think we all know the jig is up, or it will be soon.
Something's up, because if they're stepping away that quickly and say, yes, it was a fair democratic process.
He got greedy. And several people have commented this. He got greedy.
No candidate has captured all 7 swing states in an election in 40 years.
All the swing states got the popular vote, turned previous blue cities red.
Or I don't want to make it seem like I'm doing what they did. I am going to call a spade a spade.
And just won by this huge margin, called the election that night. Nope. Not buying it. Not buying it. I'm just not buying it.
Every single time you can see it in their eyes.
I am saying it today. I don't know if I'm in that 7th stage of grief.
Yes,
At
you
approximately
are.
7 p.m. Eastern, a source moderately high up within the DNC texted me, "Keep the faith," with 3 exclamation points. Now at the time, I read that as, "Hoorah, the polls are still open." Upon reflection, keep the faith? Maybe they didn't mean keep the faith that Kamala will pull through. Maybe they meant keep the faith in democracy, the rule of law, in checks and balances. And I texted them today asking if we should still be keeping the faith, and they didn't respond.
What is wrong with you?
And I would just like to say that the reason why you never underestimate Gen X is because we beat him because he doesn't think we're smart, because we're pretty.
Yeah, pretty retarded.
And all of us are pretty on our phone.